Hey everyone, so today is very exciting. Today, Blizzard announced the first closed beta for Diablo 4. This closed beta will be under NDA, so we won't get any real info for Diablo 4 until the open beta drops in early 2023. Now, that said, there's still a chance that you can get in the closed beta. Blizzard is, quote, using gameplay data to invite a limited number of Diablo players who have recently spent significant amounts of time playing the endgame experiences of Diablo 2 Resurrected and Diablo 3, end quote. Now, precisely how much playtime and how recent is up for interpretation, but we do know a few facts. First, if you have not received an email invite to the Diablo 4 closed beta by November 18th, then you have not been selected to participate. Second, you'll want to allow news and special offers from battle.net in your account settings before October 11th. Let me show you how to do that real quick. Okay, so first, you're going to go to account.battle.net and you're going to log in to your account. After you do that, you're going to click on your username up here in the top right. You're going to go to account settings. Once you go to account settings, click on this privacy and communication tab. And then you're going to scroll all the way down to this bottom communication preferences section. Click on the little pencil update here. And then once you do that, make sure that this checkbox is checked. If it is checked, then you're good to go. Click save and you're done. Now, the intent of this closed beta test is to test many of the endgame systems in Diablo 4. So it's clear why Blizzard would want to have Diablo veterans in the test pool. Ultimately, I see this as a data gathering exercise for Blizzard, who will include an endgame tool for gathering feedback from the players. Now, this closed beta is completely focused on the endgame and will skip much of the story, dropping players right into a post-campaign character. Regardless, these are experiences that players haven't played yet, such as Helltide, Nightmare Dungeons, Whispers of the Dead, Fields of Hatred, and Paragon Boards. So let's quickly review what each of these in-game systems are so you know what they are. Now, first we have Helltide. This is a new region-wide event that's only available at the end game once you've reached World Tier 3 Nightmare difficulty with your character. Helltide increases the difficulty of the monsters that you encounter, and it increases the loot dropped as well. Also, monsters in a Helltide drop a special currency called Cinders. This new currency can be spent on opening Helltide chests, which are also located in the Helltide. These chests have boons that are exclusive to a single item slot. Now, if you die while you're fighting in the Helltide, you will drop all of your cinders and you'll have to reclaim them. So there's an incentive to spend those cinders right away. Now, what's very interesting about this system is that it sounds pretty similar to the Terror Zone's endgame system that's being added to Diablo 2 Resurrected right now. So clearly, Blizzard has some company-wide design ideas about what works really well for a Diablo game, at least at a conceptual level. Even so, the details here matter. So I want to see how this differs from what we already know about D2R's Terror Zones. All right, second, the new endgame system revealed today is Nightmare Dungeons. These unlock when you obtain a Nightmare Sigil. Each sigil corresponds to a specific dungeon in Sanctuary. Now, each sigil will add a special modifier to the dungeon to make it more difficult and also provide more loot. If you complete a Nightmare Dungeon, you can receive even more powerful sigils, which lead to even more difficult dungeons with even better loot. This allows you to progress into higher world tiers, and this unlocks even more Nightmare Dungeons. Now, this feature sounds pretty similar to Path of Exile's mapping and Atlas of Worlds systems, in that you have tiers of increasingly difficult dungeons to explore. Now, personally, this is one of the most exciting endgame features in today's announcement, and I'm really curious about this progression system in more detail. Even if conceptually it's similar to mapping and Path of Exile, I'm sure the details are very different. All right, so third, we have Whispers of the Dead. On your in-game map, you'll see whispers that are associated with a task. If you complete a task, you earn XP, gold, and something called Grim Favors. This seems to be some kind of rotating bounty type system, with new whispers becoming available throughout the day. Once you complete enough whispers and you collect 10 Grim Favors, you can turn these in at the Tree of Whispers for loot and experience. This system opens up sometime later in the main quest, but for the purposes of the closed beta, it will be unlocked right away for all characters. Now, fourth is the Fields of Hatred. This is a system that we're already somewhat familiar with from a previous blog post on PvP. This is a designated PvP zone where you can collect Seeds of Hatred. After collecting the Seeds of Hatred, you bring them to an altar of extraction to turn them into red dust. However, if you're killed by another player, you will drop all of your Seeds of Hatred and they'll be able to take them from you. So you need to quickly transform those seeds into red dust. Red dust can't be lost when you die. And importantly, red dust can be spent on PvP cosmetics and mount vendors for those juicy cosmetic rewards. Now, fifth and last is Paragon Boards. This is really the endgame character growth system for Diablo 4. These unlock at level 50. You earn Paragon points by continuing to earn experience after you hit level 50. So for each Paragon point, you can unlock a node on the Paragon board. Each of these nodes can give you power boosts through different tiles, sockets, or even allow you to attach more Paragon boards to further power up your character. Anyway, that's it for this one. I'll see you down in the comments. Peace.